Alright guys, big welcome to you all to our channel. We are Team Crushing the Meta and you're here with D-Boy. I personalize in Bruce, Diabolosis, and Spikes. So you guys have been asking me, yo D-Boy, could you show us the project that you're working on with Diabolosis? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? It's a different build than the build that I played before with the Cyclers. Now this one actually gives you a little bit more of a rush in the game if you want to. It is the card that makes a bit of a difference, which is Playmaker Eli. Playmaker Eli was definitely not made for this deck. We are forcing him to play in this deck with his big sister Marjorie and his big Brian brother. And it does play a little bit strange. Eli plays a little bit strange in this deck. But it works somehow, and I wanted to show you how this deck goes first. We've already done a video on going second, and this time we'll do a video on going first. So we shuffled, we're ready, we have our starter and everything. And now let's see how our first 5 starting hand would look like. We have a crits, oh, this is actually pretty good. With these, you could actually make a very good playable game. These are actually also fine to have at the start, but I would still rather drop them to get stuff that we could discard without it does us pain. Like Brian. You could always choose to discard Brian in this particular build because your Eli is most of the time the one that searches your Brian's back. So we shuffle, we cut, and we're good to go. So stand up Vanguards, and then we draw into fronts. We discard our Brian to right, to soul charge, a heal, that is sad. Then it's their turn, they attack into us. The first attack we let through most of the time. And let's say you have to guard the second one with a 15k. So you do so. Which means next turn you would probably discard your fronts if you don't draw into something that you could discard. Draw Brian. Would you gamble on drop against second Brian? No. I mean, dropping one already was good enough. If I drop the second one, it will come and bite me in the ass. So I will drop the front right here. Don't forget to get your energies. To ride into Rich. Rich's skill. This goes to Soul. Give us another card. Slicer. It's good. You don't have to put it on the field because you have Bruce, so it's a card to discard if we don't get Dragon. Attack, hopeful of Dragon. OT. Okay then. OT in the early game. Another Brian. Okay, so 2 damage for the opponent because OT. It's their turn, they attack into you. First attack is a Dragon, sad. Second attack, let's say we take one more, is a crit, which will shut them down mostly. If not, then you could still discard this. Stand and draw. What the hell is going on? Why am I drawing all the Brians? Alright. Energy charge 3. Well, by having so much Brians, it's very difficult to hope to get the right hits with Eli because losing all the Brians. So we call the Eli right here. Energy blast 3. Let's check what we will have in the top 4 and 3, 7. We hit another Eli, which is good. Call the Eli, nothing else. Again, the cat. I will take the cat out to play something else because the cat is just unnecessary in this build if you ask me. It needs to be another Diabolos, attacker or soul charger or even shield value, but something that you could put into your soul with the searches. I feel like the cat is just not doing this deck justice anymore. The second Eli is active. So you call the Eli with the Eli, you energy blast 3 again. That's why I only use Eli if I have 6 energies. 3 and 4 makes 7. Let's see what we'll hit. Oh, we hit another Eli. Sad we don't have more. Sad we don't have more. Now, of course, we could call the Eli, or you could put it into your soul. I would just call it because it could boost on the next turn, and you could intercept with your front row and lose it. At the soul, you'll be okay because you have your Marguerite. So you call the Eli right here or behind the Vanguard. It could not boost in this turn. So you attack, you drive check. Don't forget you have the 10k and a crit from this. So if they do 2 to pass, you could just gamble and putting everything on the Vanguard and trying to kill them. You don't. And then you attack with this, and it's their turn. They hit you with the first damage. They hit you with the second damage. And then you have to guard. Let's see, intercept with these. You use your 15k, another 5k, and then somehow you survive, because this is definitely not a strong defensive hand with all of the Bryans. You stand and you drop. You energy charge 3. You ride into boost. And right here you call the Marguerite. You activate the order. Count +1. Draw. Ooh. 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 Oh, this would be good. You could choose to activate the Eli right here. Is there a way to hit another Eli? Like, I think the only one card you could hit is Wait, but I would rather keep it in my hand for now. And I call the Brian, and I call another Brian. I'll activate the Bryans to Soul Blast 4. And to give the front row an extra 10k, you get a 10k from the order, so that's a 20k that you give your front row. There we go. And you have the crits and the 5k and the 10k from the order. And then by using 2 Bryans, you are giving your Vanguard another 2 crits. So your Vanguard hits for 4 damage right now. You could be like, okay, fuck it, let's do it like this. You use the skill and you just try to kill them on this turn. This is 4 and 3, especially if they don't have PGs. You hit Wait. Okay, that's good. You call the Wait on top of the Brian. But the sad thing about this Wait is that if you use it, then you will use your booster. But then again, it's fine, because the Wait is more effective than the booster, because it's a 10k that you get on bulk attacks. So shuffle, call the Wait right here, activate the Wait skill, goes to soul, another 10k. Here we go. You attack, use her skill, put this into your soul, you draw 1. How many cards do we have in our soul? We have 2 with Wait. Yeah, we have to. We draw 1 and we soul charge 1. Buy heal. This gets +10. Attack. This goes to soul. Draw 1. Soul charge 1. Another 10k. Then he attacks. He's 53 by himself, which is insane. Drive check. First, heal. Let's say we power up the Vanguard even more, because they don't have PGs. Second and third, crits. Why not? Why not? Count +1, Soul Blasts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Restand front row, attack 13 plus 60, 73, 83, attack. Let's say somehow they survived. They attack into you, you take the 2 damage, 1, and 2. And then let's say you guard everything with all of these 15Ks. You stand and you draw. The 10K and a crit comes back. You call and then you attack. Attack. This goes to soul. You draw. Soul charge. Attack. This goes to soul. You draw. Soul charge. They both gain, of course, the 10K from their ability. There we go. Then he attacks. He's weaker now, of course. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you could also just do it like this, depending on how much damage they have. Can't blast. Soul plus 5. Restand, attack again. Last drive check. AG. Attack, attack. You could guard if they hit you with next turn if you have to. You could guard with these. Stand. Draw. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards left in your deck. You can't fill up the soul anymore because you lose your deck. But you have 2, 3 drive checks and you have 3 cards left. So you could use the order. Count blast of 1. You draw. You call. You could use them if you want to. We forgot all about the energies. You draw 1. You soul charge 2. If you haven't drawn a Brian, that would be fun, but we lost all of our Brians. You could call this to the field right here, maybe. He has the 10K and a crit. They don't have power. And then you attack. You drive check. Oh, 1, 2, and 3. Front 3, that's good. And that's yours. Your last card is the cat. So, yeah. It's a strong deck. I'll give you that. You can see like the differences with having the Eli is that you could go a little bit more through your deck to find like the way to find Brian's, to find Eli himself most of the time, and the Eli will give you field. If you don't have your Marjories, those are like the easiest ways to fill up your soul and to have another strong attacker or a booster. The deck just plays a little bit different than it already does and the way that we played it so long. So in my opinion, I think that this is a fun addition to add to the deck that we have played for so long. It just makes it a little bit more like, yeah, it's a little bit, it's different. It's a little bit different. I think that's the word. I can't find anything else. So yeah, I'm loving the way that the deck plays. I feel like it's really a lot of fun. It just makes a different list. You could make it by putting more Diaboloses in there, but I don't think that there are a lot of cards that you could take out. You could take out like dragons, but I would not do that. You could just take out cards that, like the cat, for an example. I think that's a good card that you take out, but you don't really have any other cards that you could take out. And that's it for this deck. That's it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. It's also like a cheaper build to make because the cyclers are very expensive for some people. So yeah, it's about that as well. If you're like more, what could I play? Can I just play Eli's instead of cyclers? Yes, you can. The deck will play different, but it would still be strong in a different way. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in our channel. I hope that you guys enjoyed these videos and have fun with them. And I hope that you guys are building your brews a little bit different now and also having fun with that. It's all about that. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. So till next time. Rising